Today is June 11th, 2013. I'm Charlie Hall, and you are watching Speedrun. Yesterday was press conference day at E3, and that means that Ubisoft, Electronic Arts, Microsoft, and Sony were all here to talk about their new slate of games. But in the case of the latter two, they were also here to talk about details for their upcoming next-gen consoles. An updated, quieter version of the Xbox 360 is also now available, redesigned with a modern look and feel based on the Xbox One design. Back at the site, we've got an in-depth look at two Xbox One exclusive launch titles. The first being Rise, Son of Rome, and the second being World of Tanks Xbox 360 Edition. The meat of Electronic Arts' press conference was all of the sports titles coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but there were a few surprises. PopCap is expanding the Plants vs. Zombies franchise to include new third-person shooter, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Players can step into the roles of one or the other infamous opponents and take it out back for some pea-shooting action. Star Wars Battlefront is currently in development at DICE, along with the long-rumored and much-desired next Mirror's Edge game. We're getting Dragon Age Inquisition this fall, and both Battlefield 4 and Need for Speed Rivals appear to sport some tablet integration. But wait, there's more. Ubisoft's press conference was all about its known lineup of upcoming titles, with a few more surprises. A brand new edition of Rocksmith and Just Dance, two new Trials games for your next-gen console and mobile device, a brand new, massively multiplayer online role-playing game set in the Tom Clancy universe, Obsidian's RPG South Park, The Stick of Truth, which Ubi acquired earlier this year from now-defunct THQ, will launch this holiday season, and a new TV cartoon based on the Raving Rabbids characters will be available for your viewing pleasure soon. Oh, just wait, it gets better. Just as a press conference-induced stupor had begun to cloud the eyes of every person in the Polygon camp, Sony comes on stage and they're dropping even more bombs about new games as well as details on the PlayStation 4. Telltale Games' The Walking Dead is getting its first piece of DLC, a new adventure called 400 Days, and is getting a special Vita bundle. The PS4 is getting a new IP and a steampunk little number called The Order of 1886, a Mad Max game from Just Cause developer Avalanche Studios, and a number of indies are making their console debut, including Don't Starve and Octodad, The Dadliest Catch. Square Enix announced two of its long-in-development RPGs for the PS4 as well, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, a rebranding of Versus 13 that has been in development since 2006. The console itself looks a little bit like a parallelogram on a slant with the same matte black gloss decor as the Xbox One. We finished out the day with a much clearer look at the hardship ahead for our wallets, though it could have been much worse. The Xbox One is going to be available in November. It's going to be $499. The PlayStation 4 is going to be out during the holiday, and it's going to be $399. Sony also came out with its stance on used games. Standing in sharp contrast to Microsoft, PlayStation games can be sold and resold without restriction, and players are free to do with them what they like after they've bought them. If you want to play a game online, however, you're still going to need a PlayStation Plus membership. And that, dear Polynauts, is all of the news from yesterday's big E3 press conferences. For the finer details, please check out the story streams that are up at Polygon.com. And as always, we will see you tomorrow for another Speedrun.